Hey, what's going on, my sexy McMuffins? Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create lists utilizing one of my favorite softwares. It is Property Radar. And these lists are my personal lists that I use to essentially pull from, stack the data, and then market to either through text message campaigns, ringless voicemails, email blasts, mailers, however you plan on marketing. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to pull the list from Property Radar. If you're not familiar with Property Radar, I'm going to place a link for that in the description below. It is an absolute great tool and game changer to the real estate business. If you like that tool, you probably like PropStream. I know those two are competitors. I prefer Property Radar over PropStream. So let's hop right in. The first list that we're going to pull today is we're going to pull high equity, and we're doing this in a specific area. I already created the state in which we're going to pull this from. So this is the national platform of Property Radar. Property Radar actually has two different versions. They got the local version, which I believe you can pick two or one market. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me. And then the national is everything in between. So you can get everything national. The reason why I like this is because their foreclosure data is more up to date and more robust than let's say PropStream. But I like both of them. PropStream also gives me affiliate links. That'll be in the description below as well. Property Radar does not. So I'm doing this for free. Anyways. All right. We're going to back out of here. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I said Arizona. We're going to go to location. Then we're going to go to Arizona. Click update. Boom, it should update, give you these records up here. Blow up the screen for y'all so y'all can see what the frick I'm talking about. All right, now I'm going to type in Flagstaff, Arizona. Auto populates. It's doing its spinny thing. Now it pulls up Flagstaff, Arizona. The first list that we're going to pull, and then mind you guys, I'm going to pull these individually, and we're going to create several different lists, and you're going to export them. You're going to export them in comma delimited format. It's easier to format for any outbound calling system that you guys have, whether that's call tools or text campaigns, email campaigns, whatever you guys use. The first list we're going to pull right here. We're going to go to equity. We're going to go to estimated equity percentage. Simply just going to do 55% to 99%. And it's doing its spinny thing. And it shows up 7,000 records. 7,000 records is actually really good. Great baseline for general marketing. You know, you don't want to get too small here, because if you get too small and when you stack the data, when you put it in an Excel format like a macro tool and stack the APNs and see, you know, which properties are matching all across the board. If you have too small of a sample size, you're just not going to get the hit. 7,000 is a solid. It's a decent number for this small area. That I'm only targeting Flagstaff. I'm not targeting all of Arizona. I like to do niche marketing, so I don't want to hit all Arizona. I don't want to hit Sedona. I don't want to hit Phoenix or Scottsdale. I just want to hit Flagstaff. So we're going to create this list 55 and up. I'm just going to see here how this looks if I change the ownership. If I do the transfer date, if I just do the transfer date 5 years, 5 years ago or less. Let's see here. Most recent change of ownership. Let's do purchase date. oops. We're just going to do a purchase date. Let's say December 2018. We'll do a date range, December 2018. Oops, what is going on here? All right, December 2018. Do 31st, and then we'll do, dude, let's just freaking go back to like 1940, 1927 or some crazy number like that. That doesn't really matter. It's just giving you the ranges on when these people were, when they purchased it. So let's just see what kind of comes up. So it narrows it down to 6,000. So it eliminated 1,000. It's pretty solid, but this gives you 5 years or more of ownership, because we're only going back from 2018. We're not going after 12/31/2018. So this just shows 5 years of ownership. We're going to keep that, and we're just going to rock with that. So we're going to make a list while I drink my tea. We're going to make a list. We're going to do 55. We're just going to name it high equity because I know to do that. Now we're going to use that as a baseline. 5 years of ownership or more. I like to do the underscore, by the way. Flagstaff AZ. I don't know if there's other places, but so now we created the list. Honestly, it doesn't matter if there's LLCs in here. Some people would tell you to pull out the LLCs. Some people would tell you to take out these other things. But this, I would say that if the data sample size was larger than this, well, this is such a small list. It's only 6,000 numbers. We're going to go ahead and create this second list here. Okay. Going to go to Arizona. Flagstaff again. Flagstaff, Arizona. Then you guys up. Not literally blow you guys up, but blow up on the screen. That's poor choice of words. All right, then we're going to go to transfer. Poor choice of words, sir. Type, same thing, same criteria, date range. And then just go back to the 1920s. If somebody bought a house in 1907, house is probably pretty jacked up looking. I've only seen a couple areas where we've marketed to that have houses that old. So again, that's your baseline. Next thing that we're going to pull property vacants. Go back to the search tab. And then occupancy. Owner occupied, let's do no. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's vacant, but it's non-owner occupied. So that brings it down to 12,000. Pretty decent sample size. These are really good numbers for small markets. I scrub all of this data against the post office vacants. So it doesn't necessarily matter if you're using this as a source for vacants. I just use it as non-owner occ. So we're going to create this list. We're going to do non-owner occ. Same thing, non-owner occ. Hide. Flagstaff AZ. Create the list. Boom. Easy peasy. It created that list. Then we're going to go back. Let's see here. So we got our list. And then we're going to create a new list. Same thing. Flagstaff. Flagstaff AZ. Then what we're going to do, we're going to pull a 60, let's do 65 years or older. So we're going to click owner. Then we're going to do owner age right here, 65. I prefer marketing to these older people. Up to you. So close down 5,000. These are some pretty solid numbers here. We pulling in some solid numbers. We're going to go back to the transfer date, change of ownership, purchase date, same date range. Okay, December 15, 31. And then January 1907, whatever it was. 1907. Jeez. That was before World War I. It's old, man. Can you imagine? Cool. So it breaks it down. 65 years of age. People that have owned the property for 5 years or more, 5,000 lists. That's solid. So we got those two. We're going to create the list. And let's do 65 plus years underscore flag staff AZ. Create the list. So it creates the list. So now we got 1, 2, 3 lists so far. We're going to do one more list, and that is going to be free and clears. Type in Flagstaff again under the location. All right. Oops. Didn't have you guys on the screen here. Sorry about that. So we're going to go to location again, right here, type in Flagstaff. It'll give you this area up here. Make sure that you're in Arizona. And then just go down here to free and clear. There's some quick lists available, but free and clear owners. That's 100% plus equity. So we're going to just type in that. Let's see what pops up. 16,000 records. That's a lot of records, man. And then we're going to do the ownership history, 5 years or more. This is super simple, guys. Then once this data is created, it's exported. And then I place all this on a huge Excel sheet where I match data, matching addresses, matching specific cells and formulas. It's a specific macro tool that I use. And then I scrub that against the vacants. So we're going to do same thing here. Date range, December 18, 31st. Boom. And then 19, what do we do? 1907. I don't know why I'm picking 1907. What happened in 1907? What happened? What happened in 1907? I just want to know. I know this has absolutely nothing to do with the video, but I don't know why I was picking 1907. So the first electric washing machine was released in 1907. In 1907, Americans had a life expectancy of 45. Holy smokes. Wow. What was going on? Abdominal disease was spreading through water in the food supply. Oh my gosh. What else was going on in 1907? Dole brings pineapple. Dole bought pineapple in 1907. Wow. Wow. This is horrendous. Economy boom. Movies for a nickel. I can't even remember last time. I was going to say, I can't even remember last time I watched a movie for a nickel. I never watched a movie for a nickel. Went to the movies the other day. Popcorn and a drink was $20 and the movie was $20. It's crazy. I don't know what that means. I don't even know if MTV was around. Swimming without a skirt is a police matter. So I guess they used to swim with skirts on. UPS began. Oh, this is cool. Invention of the paper towel. So here's some little fun facts about 1907 that you can take away from this video. A little useless sidebar here. Okay, so Arizona, Flagstaff, 100% equity, purchase date. So we have 11,000 records. This is an awesome start. So what I do is I just take this data, and I'm going to show you how this data looks here. Blow this up here. List name, we're going to do free and clear. Flagstaff, Arizona. Create. Making your list. All right. All right. So as you can see, it pulls a list out. It gives you everything you need to know. It has trust information. It has everything. Now, there's a bunch of same. What am I trying to say here? There is same streets in this list. So let's go to 5885 Lindsay Road out in Flagstaff. Estimated value is $836,000. Owner occupied, no. Let's click it. This is what I really like about Property Radar. Again, I'll place a link for Property Radar in the description below. I'll also place a link for PropStream. There's an affiliate link. I like Property Radar better, just to be honest with you guys. All right. The cool thing about this is you can see the transaction history. You can see when the person purchased it. They purchased this one with the warranty deed back in 2004 for looks like $252,000. Now the property is worth $800,000. Sometimes that there's photos in here. The overview of this, sometimes they have contact information. There's no photos available on this particular property, so this was not a good example. Let's go to another one. Let's go to this one. I picked it because it said Martin. I don't know why. All right, so this is a better example, Mr. Tyson. All right, so this is a better example. So Martin's 80 years old. He's a skills tradesman. If you click right here, his numbers will show up. Social media profiles are linked. Look at that. You don't even need to skip trace. You can literally just call Martin from here. There's other skip tracing platforms that I like to use. There's some free ones, whitepages.com, whitepages.com. Fast People Search Now are all great tools for skip tracing. These are pretty accurate too. If your sales guys are on here and you're running off a smaller team, you can place notes in here. This is a great CRM also. You can go to the property profile again, and then click the transaction tab. You can see when the last time this property was purchased. You can get all that information from here. Let me go here. So you can see the last time that the property was purchased. It was a quick claim back in 2018. Prior to that, looks like his Faja owned it and bought it for $428 in 1970. So, and then in 2018, it looks like it was placed in a trust. So a family member more than likely owns this. You can see if there's any pre-existing foreclosures or if there were foreclosures on the property. There's no photos of this. Structure. This is why I like Property Radar, because you can see everything here. And these are great talking points. The reason why I say this is because these are great talking points when you're speaking to the homeowner. When you call them up, you say, hey, I see this property was built in 1930, 676 square feet at the time that it was originally built. Did you add on anything to this property? It just creates a little bit more validity, more talking points versus you just trying to guess what's going on. At least you have some solid information. Again, there's other tools that do this. I just prefer Property Radar over anything. So there you have it, guys. I showed you how to pull 55% equity. We did free and clear, and then we did 65 years plus of age. And then what I do is I take all these lists, I place them in an Excel sheet, and then I use a macro tool to scrub them to see where some of these properties are double dipping in these categories. And then that is marched down. And then I scrub that against liens, foreclosures, maybe bad credit or in debt, whatever the scenario is. And then those are the people that I market to. So then it takes that list of 5,000 people down to, let's say, 3,000 people. And then I use that to market them through SMS or RBM. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe. And until next time, be kind.